Good evening, everyone. We're going to get the program started. Welcome to our 26th annual. I'm going to wait for the assembly to sit down. I got to bust his chops. If you're going to be seated, we're just going to get started. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. We're very fortunate with good weather. And thank you for each and everyone for being here to celebrate honorees, teachers, and education service professionals. Before we begin, I want to call up our chairman. We have a little bit of business to do, and it'll be quick, and then we'll go right into the awards. Our chairman, Art Cifelli.
But thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. It's so greatly appreciative that you come out and celebrate this award dinner with us. To all the recipients, thank you so very much. Special shout out to my dear friend Prabhu for his award. Thank you so much. Prabhu and I go back so many years to the early days of Edison. Before we begin our awards dinner here at the Chamber, I have to unfortunately hold our annual meeting that gets held. I promise you, you won't even know it happens because most of us have gathered already for it. So, Angela, we have a quorum, right? 4 hours, right? And we put all of our members in nomination ahead of time. All of the board members who are here, who, by the way, do an amazing job, not only with this event, with our State of the Township event, with our Halloween programs, our holiday programs, so many good things happening at the Chamber, all because of the hard work of my fellow colleagues and board members. So I appreciate all their work. So if you can give them a round of applause, please. Can I have somebody make a nomination to approve the board members? One of my colleagues. Seema, thank you. Can I have a second? And all those in favor of our board? Aye. All those opposed? Great. Thank you so much.
Now, the chairman forgot to adjourn the meeting, so I have to adjourn the meeting just because it makes sense, right? Okay, just can I have a motion to adjourn? And can I have a second? Okay, with second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any nays? And so I get to do the ending part. I can promise you tonight we'll go as quickly as we can through these awards, and I'll do my best to make sure you get home by 11 o'clock. As most of you know, a night like this doesn't happen without great sponsors. I just want to give a special thank you to Optimum, who's here tonight, who's been one of our great sponsors. Okay. LyondellBasell, Federal Business Centers, PSE&G, First Choice Heating and Air, Barton Nurseries, the JCC of Middlesex County, Minuteman Press, Ray Katina, Amazon, Harts Mountain, Hackensack Meridian, JFK Hackensack Meridian. I'm sorry, I had to do that. And we have CME, PSE&G, and Magyar Bank, Lombardi & Lombardi. So a round of applause for them and everything they do to keep the Chamber in its success mission. And I just want to say special thanks to Joe Mori and his team at the Pines Manor. They are sponsors of this event, and their servers are in contact with us at 10 in the morning. And I want to say a round of applause for them and Joe's patience when I add 4 more tables at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. And thank you, Joe, for your patience for that and what that means. I also want to acknowledge our board that's here and everybody on our committee that comes around to help us put this together, from the ed book to recruiting people to come to this event, and throughout the year supporting each one of our events. And as your president of the chamber, I'm thrilled to continue to hold this role. They're talking about me. And I cherish it. I really do. Being a part of the Edison Chamber and leading Edison and making sure we care about each one of you in business and making sure you continue, regardless of what's going on in the world and how you're affected, we definitely want to be on the forefront of those issues. And we're thankful to continue to work with our congressmen, our assembly people, our senators, Patrick Dagg, Assemblyman Karabinchek, and Assemblyman Sterling Stanley, and our Mayor Sam Joshi. It's each and every day. Each one of them are approachable for us to be involved and make sure we come together and coalesce when there's an issue at hand. So if you have problems, definitely come to the chamber and see if we can find a solution. Don't try doing it alone. Find someone like Karen Marino who will help you any day of the week. Karen, round of applause for our good friend Karen and all the great things she does. She is a nominee, and I have a lot of things to say. But thank you again, and I do enjoy this role, and I do appreciate it. Before we start our awards, I want to call up to do our Pledge of Allegiance. And I'm calling up a dear friend, Sal Siri, who is a decorated Vietnam vet with dozens and dozens of combat medals. And he's truly a great friend, and a great friend of Joe Barton's, and a great friend of Edison. Please come up and start the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sal. Thank you for serving our country. There are several veterans in the room here, and just a round of applause for our veterans who put themselves in harm's way, and also thankful to their family and the support of those who are helping, making sure they're getting through the day. Certainly not easy. I just want to recognize some dignitaries in the room. First issue I had at hand is tonight there's a conflict with another event that's happening at the same time. And coincidentally, that person used to work for us and scheduled that event at the same time as our event. So I had a few words with her last night, and so did the chairman. I won't say what event's going on, but we are missing our Senator Pat Dagnan, who briefly stopped in and had to leave. Here right now is Assemblyman Rob Karabinchek. Round of applause for Rob Karabinchek. Assemblyman Sterling Stanley had to stop in and go to that event. So we're okay with that. Commissioner Tamaro is here. And I just want to mention a former council member and chairman of the planning board, Len Zendelski, is here in the house. Former council member Michael Lombardi. Former council member and chairs our finance committee with me, Alvaro Gomez. And please stand up, our council president of Edison, Margot Harris. And we have former board member Biro Patel. A lot of people know him. He's also here tonight. I may have missed a few, and I promise I'll come back. Here's Charlie. He's back from that event. Again, thank you again for all being here tonight and celebrating these year's honorees. I'm going to first, where's my, I didn't do my basics. Again, as I'm thrilled to be your chamber leader, I do have to show you my grandkids and how long some of you have known me when I had hair. But now I have 4 grandkids. Okay, I usually try to bring that in the pot. And for some of you who know, I drove a 2000 Dodge Caravan with 400,000 miles on it that made it to Alaska, fun fact. But I finally upgraded to a 2013 Sprinter. Okay? It was my excuse to buy it so I could take the grandkids around because at this time I'm not allowed. Got to have seatbelts, you know? Yeah, and car seats. But hopefully they're all heading up to the booster, so I'll be fine. Moving right along, I just want to get to our Young Entrepreneur of the Year. And I want to call up Avika, who's going to say a few words. She's our newest intern, and she's from our magnet school at Middlesex County College. Please come up, Avika.
Our first honoree for today is someone who truly embodies community service and innovation. Rishi Shah, the founder and executive director of the Small Business Supporter Initiative, a youth-led nonprofit which has affected over 1,000 small businesses and has launched campaigns such as the 500 Smiles. With more than 4,000 hours of community service, Rishi has been recognized at both the state and national level for his work and dedication to both entrepreneurship and community service. In addition to his nonprofit work, he's also the CEO of Pro Peak Promotions, a marketing and digital growth firm helping small businesses, startups, and local organizations to strengthen their ability to market themselves. By combining his nonprofit leadership with professional marketing experience, Rishi empowers others to grow, thrive, and make a lasting difference. Today, please join me in congratulating our 2025 Young Entrepreneur of the Year, Rishi Shah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. It's an honor being here today, and yeah, thank you.
Next, we're going to move on to our Hotel Hospitality Award. It's the Crown Plaza. The Crown Plaza, would you please come up? As most of you know, they've done some great renovations to the Crown, and that's been certainly a jewel in our neighborhood, next to the Pines Manor, as well as many hotels in the area. They've also been good partners. As you know, Jason Chang is one of the owners, and he's certainly been very good to Edison. And so we look forward to continuing to do business with them.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the housekeeping staff, front desk agents, and the servers of the Crown Plaza Edison, it's our privilege to accept this award. We're very thankful, and I've been living in Edison for 16 years. I started my career here at the Crown Plaza Edison as a front desk agent, and I know the involvement of this community very well, and appreciate the award from the Chamber. Thank you.
Thank you again. Next, how are we doing so far? We're moving pretty good? Yep. All right. Okay. Next is our Outstanding Business of the Year, First Choice Plumbing and Heating. Great friends, great supporters. I'm going to call Jada to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Edward Irapino and First Choice Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical, we want to thank Joe Coyle and the Edison Chamber of Commerce for honoring us as the 2025 Outstanding Business of the Year in Edison. To be celebrated by the very community we serve every day is incredibly meaningful. Edison and the surrounding communities hold a special place in our hearts. Earlier this year, we celebrated our 15-year anniversary as a company, and throughout those years, we've been fortunate to expand our services across all of New Jersey. But no matter how far we've grown, the trust and loyalty of families right here at Edison have always been the foundation of our success. Our team is truly the backbone of everything we do. Today, First Choice is proud to have over 30 dedicated employees who work tirelessly to keep homes safe, comfortable, and running smoothly. Their hard work and commitment inspires us every single day. We're also fortunate to have strong partnerships with respected companies such as Ream, Daikin, PSE&G, our sister company, ESI Construction and Consulting, and our friends, Luciato Paving and Masonry, as well as New Method Water Restoration. These collaborations allow us to serve our community with even greater strength and reliability. And let's be honest, keeping New Jersey homes warm in the winter and cool in the summer is no small job. Looking ahead, our promise remains simple: to serve with excellence, to continue investing in this community, and to always be a trusted resource for homeowners. Whether it's through our day-to-day service or through local partnerships and community events, our values of trust, reliability, and comfort will continue to guide us. In closing, we are truly honored to receive this award. Thank you for your trust, your loyalty, and for welcoming us into your homes year after year. We look forward to many more years of serving this incredible community. Thank you.
Moving forward here is our next award recipient, is our Member of the Year. And before Karen comes up, if you don't know Karen and you're not involved in the chamber, you should get to know Karen Marino. And I can't thank her enough. First, round of applause for Karen, who's sitting back there with her wonderful husband, who's also a presidential chef. And it's not anything new for her to be around crowds and cooking for celebrities and being in the backseat of Gary's world. But make no mistake, when Gary's out there chopping up carrots, Karen's out there chopping down trees. And she paves the way for many of us to connect to each other, and she means that. If you have a chance to sit with her and you're new in business and you want to get to know someone, get to know Karen Marino, and she will network you with others. It took me a while to figure out in my 40s that not everybody likes to talk. Obviously, you know I like to talk. Okay? I fail not having a script. Some people complain. But would you want me to read a script? That'd be boring, right? And I'm leaving some stuff out because I don't want to get in trouble. But Karen's truly been the backbone of our operation at the Chamber of Commerce, and we don't thank her enough. When we got to this award, I said, I thought we gave her an award already, and someone said, no, you didn't. I'm like, oh, ouch. You know, but the Taste of Middlesex. Have anybody been to the Taste of Middlesex? Raise your hand. Karen recruits every single one of those restaurants, door to door, chef to chef, and it's not because of her husband. She's out on the streets herself. Her husband's restaurant is in Clark. She comes through Middlesex County, hits all of our local restaurants in South Plainfield, Edison, Metuchen, and recruits close to 65 vendors and restaurants for that event. During COVID, you know how difficult it was to find someone who wants to come out and volunteer during COVID? Very difficult. Restaurants were in a terrible place, and we still were able to have a taste. So remarkable credit to her and all the great things she does. I don't think there's a board member who doesn't appreciate her great work. Our chairman, Art Zaffelli, he may squeeze in and say something, but we don't have time. But I want to invite her up to say a few words, and please all stand up and welcome our Member of the Year, Karen Marino.
Wow, thank you so much. It has been a complete pleasure serving the businesses of Edison, the Edison Chamber of Commerce, and of course the community of Edison where I grew up. I'm very grateful to receive the award, and I encourage everyone in the room to get involved. Volunteer. You can make things better in Edison. Thank you so much.
I do want to say a few things before I call up Mayor Sigliano to say a few words about the Edison Occupational Services, which is here for the Organization of the Year. Interesting, I do got to say we have a board member on there, Ron Tankowitz. Where's Ron? Ron somewhere. I met Ron in 1996 when I first ran for public office. He was in my house. I must have been 27 years old, and he was very positive and inspiring. I don't know what you were thinking, but your wife probably said you had to get your head examined, and it was quite interesting. And I still know him today. He probably thought I'd never have a chance, but I finally got here. Not bad. Thank you, Ron. But the Edison Seltzer Workshop, now Edison Occupational Services, has been around since 1979, and their mission is to provide job training for those with disabilities. I'm truly grateful of Mayor Tom Lenke and Mayor Sam Joshi of finding a facility for them, where they were in the past. So, and if you see their facility today, it spells out everything about training, because the room can be switched around just like this room here. Tables can be changed. They can create a small little production factory, mailing room. So nothing is stable in that room. And I thought that everyone who put the time in to create what happened there was brilliant, because when you're teaching people, you have to configure a room, reconfigure a room, and change things. You don't know who you're working for next. And certainly if you know of anybody who needs their services, certainly contact them. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I'm grateful for the administration and the council continue to support their efforts, and everybody in this room who knows them and cares about what they do. So let me call up Mayor Antonio Risigliano, our former mayor, to say a few words before they accept the award.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to congratulate all the recipients and, of course, Joe Coyle and the Chamber for giving us this opportunity. Joe took some of my speech, so sorry, Joe. ESW Occupational Services was established in 1979. It was established as the Edison Sheltered Workshop, a group of concerned parents whose children were aging out of the school system, met with educators and political leaders to form a coalition that would benefit the lives and well-being of those in their care. Since then, ESW has successfully provided employment opportunities and support services to adults with disabilities. In keeping with the founder's vision and our mission statement, ESW uses a person-centered planning approach. We are committed to identifying the needs of individuals by nurturing personal growth and self-esteem. Our program is designed, to improve the quality of life for those with disabilities by providing extended employment opportunities and the ability to lead more productive lives. A dedicated administration and staff personnel work diligently with clients to ensure a safe, secure, and healthy work environment. Long-term employees provide continuity for clients, some of whom, both employee and client, have been with us for decades. The Board of Trustees, and some of whom you'll see up on stage, follows a code of ethics and conduct that prioritizes the needs of our clients. Again, longevity of service to our clients and the organization is of the utmost importance. One of the founders of ESW still serves as a very active board member, and others have volunteered for upward of a quarter century. In 2018, as a forward-thinking organization, ESW moved from the old Stelton School in Edison to an ADA-compliant facility at 48 Ethel Road, Edison. With the new address came the new name, ESW Occupational Services. It is our hope that as we approach our 50th anniversary, we continue to grow and provide services to those in need. And we extend an invitation to all to feel free to visit us at 48 Ethel Road. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce Brian Coletto, who would like to say a few words on behalf of the staff.
Thank you, Mayor Tony. Good evening, everyone. Thank you to the Edison Chamber of Commerce for honoring ESW Occupational Services, the Edison Sheltered Workshop, as the Organization of the Year. We are happy to accept and share this honor with our clients and our staff members. Thank you.
Before I bring up, first, our next recipient is the Teachers and Educational Service Professionals of the Year. Round of applause here. All right, stay where you're at, but be prepared to come up quickly. I tell you, it wasn't long ago we started with one teacher per year. It was actually pretty simple. And now we get about 40 teachers per year, which is wonderful, and it really packs the house. And I thank each and every one of you for supporting and sponsoring the great things they do. Before I bring up someone who's going to make an introduction, which is going to be Brian Taylor. If you're not familiar with who Brian Taylor is, maybe you should ask me, who didn't know who he was. And it's quite shameful. But I met Brian at a fundraiser probably about 6 years ago, and I never saw him play a day of basketball. But he is a legend, and it's not for teachers. This man went from the projects in Perth Amboy, to Princeton University, to the NBA. and play for the Brooklyn Nets, and that is something else. And I'm quite certain he has a lot to say about teachers. Brian Taylor, would you please come up and introduce our teachers and Educational Service Professionals of the Year?
Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? It's an honor for me to be amongst you tonight, especially the teachers, the real difference makers, and of course to celebrate my buddy Joe. I was an athlete, a coach, and a teacher. Guess which one was the hardest? Teaching. It's one of the most hardest, most important, and most underrated callings in the country. Give yourselves a round of applause, teachers. Let's be honest, teaching today it's tough. Why? Facing shrinking budgets, growing class sizes, and of course, rising expectations. You gotta be educators, counselors. The thing I remember so much about teaching, and then I went on to be a principal as well, is that no matter what happened, they're always gonna point the finger at you. No matter whether your kids are achieving or not, they're always looking for a scapegoat. So you're doing everything, triple threat. When test scores drop or the behaviors flare up, who they point the finger at? The teacher, right? They really see your lives. Not only do you have to teach, one thing I remember is that you could never get that many parents to come for a parent night. And of course, the teachers are going to complain about that, but the reality of everything that we become their parents. Isn't that true? It's the reality of you got your own children, but you got children that you teach at school, and the reality is that they become your family. In order to get them to make a difference in this life, you take them in. So that's a tough call, and they forget about your responsibilities at home, right? But you do the job, and you do it very well. What makes you keep doing it? It's a question you ask yourselves. What makes you keep doing it? Of course, it's a tough time now because there's a teacher shortage. But for you tonight who are here, what keeps you going is when you see that kid, that sprinkle in the eye when you made a difference in their heart and in their brain. That's what keeps you going, right? When you see that achievement happening, that's why you do it, because you're making a difference in kids' lives. So tonight I want to say this plainly. You deserve the flowers. You're shaping the future in ways that the world rarely pauses to notice. I noticed it. I was in it. I became a principal. And a great achievement in schools in California. As a matter of fact, my school in California had the highest test scores in all of Los Angeles. All my ninth graders passed the algebra tests. And they try to give me the credit for that. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't deserve the credit for that. You know who? Yes. The teachers. I got good at identifying great teachers who I knew cared about the kids, who I knew had hope in these kids. So many people saying that they couldn't do it. But you, the teachers, knew that they can do it. You have hope in the kids. And guess what? Your high expectations, great teachers equal a great student. You deserve the credit. So, in closing, I've stood in locker rooms, classrooms, and boardrooms, and I can tell you, there is no greater call than to teach. So tonight I applaud you for the lessons you teach, the patience you give, and the lives you touch. Often, without ever being told, you changed children. Keep going, keep teaching, and keep knowing that when you do, That matters more than anything. So thank you so much for hearing my words tonight. Congratulations, all honorees.
Moving forward, we have one more category of honorees that are part of teachers, and they're called Education Service Professionals. A round of applause for them, and if you please come up and join us and get your award. If some of you don't know what they do, they're involved in probably the most challenging job in teaching, and they get up like everyone else before school, taking care of their own kids, taking care of their own responsibilities, and have issues right before they get to school, like all of us, and still make it to school on time and do great things. So we truly appreciate the category that the school system and superintendent and Board of Education recognizes, which is the Education Service Professionals. And here are just some of them, and we have some more coming up right now. I'm going to invite Sabia up to say a few words. Please.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank Chamber of Commerce for arranging such a wonderful award-giving ceremony. It's an honor, and from bottom of my heart, and on behalf of all of us, I'm very grateful. We are very grateful for this recognition. You know, each morning when we rush through the traffic and everything, it makes a difference when we see those little faces whose life we are changing in a good way. My daughter, she always asks me, Mom, what's the driving force that you wake up every morning and do such hard work for them? I tell her that, you know, everything we are capable of doing, some kids cannot do. So we make the difference there, and that's a lot for us. That is the driving force for us. Thank you so much. Have a great good night.
Our next award is our Economic Impact Award, and that's going to Optimum Business. We have a few things to say, but first we have to recognize that it's Larissa's birthday today, and I just want to say happy birthday to Larissa. And I'm not ashamed to tell you how old she is, because I'm 56 and she just turned 40 today. So best of luck catching up to us. But truly proud of the great work you do. We also have some recipients in the room. If you don't know about Optimum this year, can you hold that up, please? Angela's going to hold this up. Optimum committed to $100,000 in grant money to 20 individual businesses in Edison. And somewhere here tonight, if you could please come up to the stage and stand with us while we talk about Optimum. We have a few people here in the room. Would you please come to the stage? I know you're probably busy eating, but I'm going to just talk about this wonderful opportunity they did here. Okay? Last year at this time, I think we made an announcement of something they would be doing and may be doing, and sure enough, they did it. They committed to 20 individual Edison businesses, small businesses, with a minimum of so many employees, and they gave out 20 individual grants for $5,000 each. And when it came to picking each one, they made sure that the chamber had involvement, and the community had involvement, and our board had involvement. And they picked some great candidates. We had Ferrara's 1061, Salon 77. We had Jones Automotive, the Cool Venue, the Framing Store, E&E Flowers, Cypress Brewing, Vinpro, Tex-Mex Deli, Frappe Joe's received a grant. Menashe, Ben Menashe's brother, he's a dentist right in Edison. Edison Millwork and Hardware, we know them very well. They're supposed to be here, right next there, they're right behind me. Okay, and we had Kate Fisk, Autism Center, Mike and Marla from the Ice Cream House, Oakwood Pizza, Automat, and Bella Nails and Ruby's Kitchen. So what a great opportunity, and thank you for that great work through Michael D'Alessandro's team and Elton Hart and all the members here. 3 tables, 30 people. And by the way, Mike, you went to 32, so I'll be billing you for those 2 people in the back, just so you know. And Mike and Joe Maury's upset. But in any case, I couldn't say enough about the great things they do, and we're truly proud. And we do have a few people here. Before I bring up Optimum, does anybody want to say a few words that received the grant? You want to say a few words? You want to say something? No? Okay. Yeah.
Hi everyone. My name is Veronica Chukwu from the Cool Venue. We are an event space based in Edison, and I'm very happy and grateful that I was selected to have received this amazing award. And I really want to thank Optimum for all you do, and keep it going. Thank you.
So again, before I invite them up, I just, when you're a small business, it's challenging to pay your bills on a Monday when you made a good buck during the week, and all of a sudden you're hit with a lot of different bills, and you have a lot of different goals, and they helped out with many goals, from marketing to hiring a CPA to putting up a sign in front of your store. They offered a variety of opportunities that qualified for this grant. And I will say they didn't make it difficult. They made it really simple, and we're happy to have this put together. So let me call up Mike D'Alessandro and his team, and a round of applause for Optimum and their Economic Impact Award.
Somebody just said say thank you and end it, but I'm not sure I could do that. Good evening, everybody. Thank you again for coming tonight. We're organizing right here. A couple of years ago, Joe and I met for the first time and started to really involve ourselves in the Edison community. And it's been some of the most rewarding times of my life over the last couple of years working with Joe and working with the community in Edison. And everyone that's on this stage today from our team is the people of Optimum that makes it all happen, okay? A lot of them are behind the scenes. It's not just the company and it's not just the logo. These are the people that actually make it happen. They're all local, they all care, they all believe in the vision, and they believe in what a community engagement in a town like Edison is all about. So I applaud them before I even go on to the most important part of tonight anyway, is again recognizing the award winners from the grant program. So thank you. Joe said it earlier, last night or last year at this time, basically right on the same date, we announced that we were going to commit $100,000 to the community, to the business community in Edison. And in March, we maintained and drove those awards home. We awarded the 20 grants to the businesses, and the stories behind it have been nothing but sensational about that $5,000 and how much it meant to each and every individual business owner. It goes without saying, without small businesses, a community is not a community, right? And that's why we're here tonight. So in closing, we as a company are super incredibly happy to be so involved with not just Edison and the Chamber, but the entire community. We continue to improve and ingratiate ourselves and be parts of every community aspect, from the nonprofits like the JCC and the YMCA to the small businesses throughout the entire community, and we're not going anywhere. We're really happy to be here tonight, and for the recognition, which is just the cherry on top. So thanks again. Have a great evening.
Next, we're going to move on to our Citizen of the Year. It's no surprise, the name Praful Raja, when you hear that name, it's, It resonates throughout many parts of this town, including Vaps Temple and JFK, Hackensack Meridian. At least when he was there, he served as chairman when it was that name. But I just want to call up Dr. Anthony Cazzola and say a few words to introduce Prof. Raja.
Thank you, Joe. So my name is Anthony Cazzola, and I have been with JFK now for over 33 years. Throughout that entire time, I've had the privilege of working with Mr. Prof. Raja. Mr. Raja served on our board in numerous capacities and in many different functions, as well as serving as our board chair for many, many years. Mr. Raja served with dignity, class, and respect. Mr. Raja respected the opinions of other individuals and respected their expertise. But if I had to describe Mr. Raja's tenure on our board in one word, that word would be selflessness. Family, friends, and community are the priorities for Mr. Raja. For those of you who know Mr. Raja, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I know that you would agree with me. Mr. Raja was a quiet leader who was very influential on our board and throughout our organization. And the main reason for that was that he truly put the needs of the community and the organization above his own personal interests. This is what made Mr. Raja and makes Mr. Raja a role model. Mr. Raja's priority throughout his entire board career at JFK was to promote access to the best possible care for our community. Some examples that come to mind was the development and the growth of the JFK Neuroscience Institute, the major modernization construction project of the mid-1990s, which included new maternal child health units, new ORs and PACUs, a new orthopedic med-surg suite, expanded clinical space for the Neuroscience Institute, and of course, near and dear to my heart, new inpatient and outpatient treatment areas for the JFK Johnson Rehabilitation Institute. Another example of Mr. Raja's commitment to the community was the expansion and the modernization of the JFK ED. And of course, solidifying our future, the merger with Hackensack Meridian Health. All of Mr. Raja's actions have been aimed at improving the care delivery systems at JFK and improving access to that care for our community. Even today, Mr. Raja works with leaders at JFK hand in hand, focusing on patient satisfaction, opportunities for improvement to enhance the experience for our community. Mr. Raja, I know I speak for everyone in this room, the entire JFK family, and the entire community we serve in thanking you for all that you have done for JFK. You have made an indelible mark on JFK, and we will forever be in your debt and be in your gratitude. You are a true advocate and a true role model, and we all have learned from you, and we value everything that you have done for us. Mr. Raja, no one is more deserving of this award than you. I thank you on behalf of everyone here, and from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And now, I'd like to call up Mr. Prof. Raja.
Joe said I had a half an hour speech, but now Anthony already said many things which I don't know how. Anyway, I have to express my heartfelt gratitude to my Guru, His Divine Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj and present Guru Manswami, for always being with me and guiding me through my life. His teaching, blessings have been my strength every step of the way. As he always said, in joy of others lies our own. I also thank my family, my lovely wife Suma, and my caring daughters Sheena and Nina, and my good-looking son-in-law Neil. and my bright grandson, Veer and Aman, for the tremendous love and support over the years. None of what I have been able to do would have been possible without them. I have had the privilege to serve board of JFK Medical Center, and Anthony said everything. I had a very good mentor, late Lenny Sandowski, who was the founding member of JFK Hospital 60 years ago. And the paternity families was one of the things. Today, Michael Kleiman is not here. He's also a good friend and who did. Those gave me the opportunity to help the countless individuals, and I'm deeply grateful for those support, my fellow board members and leadership team, and the amazing JFK staff. I'm also want to thank Middlesex College for giving me the opportunity serving and helping a difference in the lives of the students and the community. And none of this would be possible without my BAPS community in Edison, New Jersey, and CEO of BAPS North America, Kanu Patel. He is here. For years, we have worked side by side on countless community services projects, helping hundreds of thousands of people, not just in New Jersey, but across the nation. I'm truly proud of what we have accomplished together. And other great things happen in Robbinsville, New Jersey. Everybody I urge to go to Robbinsville for seeing the Akshardham, which is one of the wonder of the world. It is in New Jersey. I'm also very grateful to our government officials who have always supported our efforts and dedicated their time to make difference. Please forgive me if I forget some names, and our assemblyman is here, so I would say he is always supportive since he was a councilman, and he is fantastic, and looking forward that he is here. Our county commissioner, Ron Rios, and our Charlie, we can never forget. Hands of Hope and his commissionership made this town really proud of you. Thank you. We don't want to mention that his father-in-law, Dr. Paternity, involved me into the township volunteerism. And he was the one who just say, hey, get involved. So I can't forget Dr. Paternity today. Helen, we cannot forget Tom. Sam Convery involved me in the hospital, George Padaro, Mayor Tom Lenke, Mayor Risigliano, and current Mayor Chen Joshi for their continued partnership and encouragement. I also like to thank JFK Medical Center staff, particularly I would just say, and I would have to say this hospital has been built and from the beginning, the auxiliary of the JFK since the inception. They have worked and collected the pennies and helped this community. So, Claudia, thank you so much. And I really am going to shout at you to recognize me like this. I have to especially thank my friend, Artie Shafeli. We are friends, and long time, and really through the heart, thank you so much. Joe, it is a great pleasure to work with you, and Claudia twisted my arm too much. Thank you, my good friends, Ray, John Grant, Ray Fredericks, Scott Geffard, Mark Citron, Lenny Sandusky Jr. I have lots of friends here, Dr. Landolfi, Dr. and so many, Srikant is leaving JFK, and now he's retiring, and Tom will be alone now, but it's okay. Thank you, Dr. Ozer, for coming. Joe, thank you for coming. Before I end that, Birol Patel, who is going to be next councilman anyway, he did so much during the pandemic, and I really, in the public, I want to thank him for what he did for the community at large in Edison. He's a part of VAPS family, and that's great. Lastly, I dedicate the award to the people of Edison, the heart of our community. Together, we can continue to make Edison a beacon of light, unity, and home of innovation for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm going to be quick. However, I'm here to honor Professor Raja. Our journey through life together has been nothing but astonishing. I've lived in Edison my whole entire life. And one of my dearest friends is standing next to me here and is being honored today. What he's done for the community, what he's done for the state, what he's done for so many people that just asked for his help. He's always been there. This is a person that I absolutely adore what he's done in his career and being such a loved person by so many people, including myself. We do a lot of stuff in the state. We've honored him also in the state.
Yes, twice.
Twice, yes, 2 times. But here, I'm humbled to be with my friend. So we have a proclamation and a resolution from Senator Deignan, Assemblyman Karabanchak, and Assemblyman Stanley from the state of New Jersey honoring Professor Raja. There's not enough words here that can ever state the importance and the journey of his life and what he's done for people. So thank you, and God bless, and this is for you.
I just want to recognize other recipients from the past. H.R. Shaw is here. He's received a recipient in the past. I also want to recognize our former Captain Landy is here. Our former Chief Brent Pappy is here. And also our chairman of the zoning board is here, Michael Kumba. And a shout out to Sam's Air Control. We didn't mention them before. They also were a sponsor. Moving forward with the Lifetime Achievement Award, well, again, we saved the best for last. And I can't say enough about Joe Barton and real Joe Bartnick. Most people know him as Joe Barton. He's been a good friend to myself, my family, and others in the community. I don't think you could say a bad word about this guy. He's always been out there working, continuing to work. And I've sat down many dinners with Joe Barton, and so have so many other people at this table and friends in this room. And when I asked Joe what was most important in his life, he said having 2 children, having Joey and Michael. That's all he said. Didn't talk about his success, didn't talk about anything else. It was having a family with Chris is what mattered. You know his success and what he's done. I'm going to invite a close friend up, Chief Ron Gerba, who's going to say a few words, who knows him for a lifetime, and claims he was as good as Brian Taylor playing basketball. I don't know. But Chief Gerber, would you please come up and say a few words before we invite Joe Bartnick up for his Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you. A few words about Joe. I've probably been with him longer than anybody in the room. We were in grammar school together, and we also went to high school for the first 2 years together. My fondest remembrances of Joe was being hollered at in the principal's office by Sister Asunta. I'm sure he remembers that. But I have to say, Joe is a self-made man. If there was ever a self-made man, it's Joe Barton. He started by cutting lawns. One time he broke his leg. I like to recall this. He broke his leg and he still continued to cut lawns with a broken leg and a cast on it. But Joe started by himself with no help from anybody, and he built one of the biggest wholesaler, retailer businesses on the East Coast, I would say. So he's a true success story, and I'd like to acknowledge his wife, Chris, and his sons, Michael and Joe Jr., and just say it's an honor for me to introduce him. Thank you very much.
You're staying up here, Mom. And for a round of applause, our Lifetime Achievement Award, please take the stage, Joe Bartnick. And if your son, Joe, you want to join him or not?
I just want to thank everyone for being here. I got to thank Joe Coyle and the chamber for what they have done. I didn't realize they've done so much. Of course, most people that know me, I don't get too involved with anything. I just like playing in dirt and growing trees. That's basically what I do. And I'll do that. You know, people say, "Are you retired?" I'll never retire. I'll just die in a hole somewhere. But again, I just want to thank. You know, it's amazing. There are a lot of people I haven't seen in quite a while, and I just want to thank them for being here. I know they're just not here for me, but I'm just pleasantly surprised with all the accomplishments that the chamber has done. And finally, I just want to my good friend Brian Taylor, I just want to thank him for he hit it on the head with the teachers. We need good, solid, conscientious teachers in this, not just in this state, in this country, because the education I feel is falling apart, and I just want to compliment him for his great speech about the teachers, and God bless Brian. I know he's been had some problems, some illnesses. His wife was a little under the weather, so I just want to compliment him on such a great speech he had with the teachers. And I just want to thank everybody for just being here. Thank you.
Oh, we have Rob Karavinchik coming up real quick also with an award.
So as I said earlier, I lived in Edison my whole entire life. And I've seen Joe's business when it started and how it's grown. And how many times I've bought products from his stores and trees? Yes, yes. And during the course of our lives in Edison, all the good that you've done for so many people that you just wanted to help. And we've had so many years of crossing paths and the good stuff that you've done as a businessman and as a person. So we have a proclamation for you from the state of New Jersey that is from Senator Dyckman, myself, and Assemblyman Stanley, recognizing you as a businessman and how important you are in the state of New Jersey. So thank you for everything you've done, and it's my honor to give you this proclamation.